Located in the canals of Xochimilco, near Mexico City, lies one of the most eerie and disturbing places in the world, La Isla de las Muñecas, or the Island of the Dolls. What was once a simple chinampa, a type of artificial island, has become infamous for its collection of decaying, mutilated dolls hanging from the trees, scattered across the island, and eerily staring out from every corner. This unsettling sight is matched by the chilling tale that surrounds the island, a tale of tragedy, superstition, and haunting. This is the true story of La Isla de las Muñecas. The story of La Isla de las Muñecas begins with a man named Julián Santana Barrera. Julián was a hermit who moved to the island in the 1950s to live in isolation. He tended to the small island, growing vegetables and fishing, living a quiet life away from the bustling city nearby. However, his solitude was soon interrupted by a tragic event that would change the course of his life and the island's history forever. One day, while tending to his garden, Julián claimed to have discovered the body of a young girl who had drowned in one of the canals surrounding the island. The details of the girl's death remain unclear, but according to Julián, she had been playing with her doll near the water when she fell in and drowned. Stricken with guilt over not being able to save her, Julián began to experience strange and inexplicable occurrences on the island. Haunted by the spirit of the young girl, Julián believed that her ghost was wandering the island, unable to find peace. In an attempt to appease her spirit, he began collecting dolls that he found floating in the canals or discarded around the area. He hung these dolls from the trees and placed them around the island as offerings to the spirit of the girl. Julián was convinced that the dolls were a way to protect himself from the vengeful ghost. But as the years passed, his obsession with collecting dolls grew. Visitors to the island reported seeing Julián walking through the woods, speaking to the dolls as if they were alive, and sometimes even arguing with them. The dolls themselves, exposed to the elements, began to decay, their once innocent faces becoming disfigured and sinister, adding to the island's eerie atmosphere. As more dolls arrived on the island, the sense of dread and unease grew. Julián began to claim that the dolls were possessed by the spirits of other children who had died in the area. He said that he could hear the whispers of the dolls at night, their eyes following him as he moved around the island. Some visitors to the island also reported feeling a sense of being watched, and many claimed to hear disembodied voices or footsteps in the darkness. Julián's mental state deteriorated as he became more isolated. He was no longer just collecting dolls. He was now actively seeking them out, scavenging through garbage and trading produce for old, worn-out dolls. To outsiders, Julián's behavior seemed increasingly erratic, but to him, it was a necessary act of devotion to keep the spirits at bay. In 2001, after nearly 50 years of living on the island, Julián Santana Barrera was found dead in the same spot, where he claimed to have found the drowned girl so many years before. His death only fueled the legends surrounding the island. Some say that Julián's spirit now inhabits the island alongside the dolls, continuing his vigil over the eerie collection. Others believe that the girl's spirit finally claimed him, and that his death was a direct result of the curse he had tried so desperately to appease. Julián's family took over the care of the island after his death, but they maintained the island's haunting legacy. The dolls were left in place, and more were added by visitors who came to pay their respects or out of morbid curiosity. The island became a local curiosity and eventually attracted international attention, drawing tourists, paranormal investigators, and those with a fascination for the macabre. Today, La Isla de las Muñecas is a popular tourist destination, with visitors from around the world coming to see the disturbing sight for themselves. The island remains covered in dolls, some missing limbs, others with hollow eye sockets, their faces frozen in twisted expressions. The dolls sway in the wind, their eyes seeming to follow anyone who dares to set foot on the island. Many who visit the island report feeling an overwhelming sense of unease, as if they are being watched. Some have even claimed to see the dolls move on their own, or hear whispers carried on the wind. Despite the island's sinister reputation, it has become a symbol of local folklore, and the story of Julián and the drowned girl has become an integral part of the island's identity. The legend of La Isla de las Muñecas continues to grow, with each visitor adding their own stories and experiences to the island's dark history. Whether the haunting is real or simply a product of superstition and fear, the island remains one of the most chilling places in the world. La Isla de las Muñecas is a place where the lines between reality and legend blur. The tragic story of Julián Santana Barrera and the drowned girl has left an indelible mark on the island, turning it into a place of both fascination and terror. The dolls, once meant to appease a restless spirit, have become eerie reminders of the past, hanging lifelessly from the trees, yet seemingly alive with a presence that cannot be explained. The island stands as a testament to the power of superstition and the enduring fear of the unknown, a place where the past refuses to be forgotten and the spirits of the dead may still linger.